Hello and welcome to my very messy office. Matter of fact, I am seeing that my glasses are making a horrible glow in this camera, so we're taking them off. Now, you can see me, but I can't see you, truly. What I want to share today is one of my favorite organizational and time management techniques. And it might take a couple minutes, so bear with me here, but I think this will simplify your business and help you get some of those results you've really been wanting and maybe haven't quite gotten them yet. It's very expensive, so save your pennies because you're going to have to go to the store and buy a 3-subject notebook. They come college ruled, they come wide ruled. I write messy, mine's a wide ruled one. And I'm going to explain as quickly as I can what you're going to do with each section of this notebook. But let me stop and tell you, you want this notebook with you 24/7. It comes downstairs in my office in the morning. Yay, where we're at. It goes back up to the kitchen to get coffee with me. It goes into the car with me. It goes to Starbucks with me. It goes on my nightstand at night. This notebook, well, and the phone that I'm recording this on, go everywhere with me. So, I'd only unplug once a week during that motorcycle trip in the summer. So, anyways, you've got this 3-subject notebook. What goes in the first section besides for this mess I'm going to show you? Once a week, I sit down, I get a cup of coffee, I sit, I relax. Sometimes it's outside on the deck, sometimes it's down here in the office. It can be anywhere. And every Saturday morning, I take time to think about everything I need to do this week. So everything from going to the dry cleaners, to the grocery store, to cards I need to get in the mail, to preferred customer people, to people that I want to book for appointments, to people that I want to share the opportunity with. And I don't know if you can see this, but I don't just put down book appointments. I put down call Carrie, Sherry, Terry, Mary. Okay, I'm rhyming, but I write down who I'm going to call to book. Matter of fact, and if I turn the page, this is an older page, you'll see that I have pages in here. Oh, okay. And I know you're not supposed to use Post-it notes anymore, but sometimes I stick one in here. But I have written down who I'm going to call. So it's my to-do list, and it's everything in my family life, my personal life, my Mary Kay life, everything. And I just dump it. And that really clears my mind. And it gives me, when I look at that, a list of what do I need to do this week and how do I need to spend my time? How much is office time? How much is people time? How much is income-producing activities? It's all here. And I can't tell you the peace of mind that comes from writing it all down. I no longer wake up at 2 in the morning and go, oh, did I remember to send so-and-so a get well card? Because it's here. And if you notice, some of these I have nice little highlighter on them. That's because once I completed the task that I wrote down, I highlight them so I know I've done something. So it gives me a sense of accomplishment. So that's section 1. Once a week, give yourself the luxury of an hour to dump everything in your brain and put it on paper. Peace of mind is priceless. Now, we go to the second section of the notebook. You know how hard this is to read without glasses, ladies? It is challenging. Okay, it says wedding list, but it's not really a wedding list, but I'll tell you why it says wedding list. On average, an American church wedding will have 150 invitations mailed out for it. And that's the average. Yours may have more or less. Of that 150 people, of invitations, that encompasses 300 to 450 people. So you probably know that many people. You just didn't realize you knew that many people. So if you were getting married today, who would be on your wedding list? And I don't care if they live near you, far away, doesn't matter, but who would go on that wedding list? And if you're like me, and it's been a few decades since you've got married, who would you invite today if you got married? And by the way, who did you invite 30 years ago like I did? Have they all had other products on their face? I bet they haven't. So you write this list. I promise you, I'm not going to ask you to call everybody on the list, but it's such a great exercise in who do you know? You know lots of people. Okay, so write down their names. Live near you, don't live near you, and I like to think of it this way. When you invite somebody to your wedding, you have to feel pretty comfortable with them because, it kind of means, if my mother were alive, she would tell you that you don't invite people who you don't feel comfortable giving you a gift. Because an invitation, whether they come or not, means, okay, now I need to send a gift because I follow Miss Manners and I'm polite. So these are people that you would ask to buy you a gift. This is a living document. So once you sit down and you get your first 150 names, don't stop. Keep going. Oh, that's a blank page. I went the wrong way. I'm like, I know there's people on my list. Again, just keep going. And you might see my highlighting again. That means I booked an appointment with them, a party, a facial, a recruiting interview, something. I actually have more names than I have time to get on the phone and book. Because I also book when I'm out talking to people, friends, at charity events, at things I volunteer at. You know, I'm booking in person too. So, but it's a great list. The other fun thing I bet you didn't realize is for every person you know, they know 300 people on the average again that you do not know. So if you come up with a list of 150 minimum and you do the math and you realize they know 300 people you don't know, that's 45,000 people. I don't care if you joined Mary Kay when you were 18 and you're going to do facials till you're 100. There is no way you and I are going to facial 45,000 people. But I want you to get rid of that scarcity mentality that you don't think there's faces out there, because take my word for it, there are faces. We just sometimes need to sit quietly again and start writing them. And I promise you, when the floodgates open, names will come down and you go, oh my gosh, I never asked her. I'll go through my contact list on my phone. I never asked her. I was on Facebook this morning. Oh my goodness, she's never had a facial. So the people will come, I promise. And that's why this book is always with me, because I think of people in the craziest places. I'm not going to get too personal here, but think about places that you might be alone and not fully clothed, and suddenly you get an idea. This is why I bathe instead of shower. Very difficult to write in the shower, not so bad in the bathtub. Okay, third section. Enough of that, right? Third section. Third section of the book, notes. I know, notes. It's so simple, notes. I go to a class at seminar. We have a unit meeting. I get great ideas from everybody. I write it down. I go home. I can find it again. Because you know what? When I used to use different types of books, I couldn't find the notes. I'm like, oh, I heard this great speaker at career conference. What was her name? I don't know. Which notebook did I put in? Oh, was it on a legal pad? Where did I put that legal pad? All my notes are in one place, so I can find everything. This 3-ring notebook will save your life. Please, please, please go buy one. I think they're a whole $1, sometimes $1.29. Put it into use, and your business will be so simple. Thanks for watching the whole video. Contact me with your questions, and so dedicated to your success this year. Have an awesome day.